Lupina. This one's interesting. There's the way you get him is by going through the dungeons. So with the secret treasure rooms, which is nice. He's the only character you get this way. I think it's kind of fun that they've made that a part of the game, that there are some different routes to get some of these characters and to build them up over time. So you get him after having played for a certain amount of time when you build up to 10 tokens for him. You don't have to particularly go out and try hard to get him or spend anything. You just, as you get to treasure rooms, periodically you'll get tokens for him. So that's interesting. Kind of on its own, you'll continue to build him up even without really trying. He's a beast and warrior. He's going to have some synergies with those. So you see he has agile first, increased dodge against range attacks. He's got pack fury, increased critical chance for all beasts, so that's a synergy for all the beasts if you put a beast group together. And right now this is just Day of the Beast. This is a daily event that's going on, so that's not a permanent thing for him. He's got pretty high attack, a medium to low defense, medium health, down, just regular resistances. His abilities, this one's pretty interesting. So he's got Chaos Howl. It's a howl that can strike fear into the enemies. So fear multiplies damage taken. That's a pretty big multiplier. And that does increase as you level it up. Not a huge percent of increase, but if you got it up there quite a ways, that would help. And the big thing with this is that if the other character has fear and their health drops below 20%, then they'll just run away. It's as though they're dead. So I've had this actually happen during dungeon raids, and it was Igor ran off. Was not very excited about that situation. So his health was under 20%. A lot of times you can just keep going like that. That's not so bad. But he just ran off, effectively being dead for the battle. So that's an interesting status effect you can have, especially if you had some multiple attack spells that got everyone kind of wore down low and they had fear on them. If you can get them to start running off, that could be a big benefit. For Ascensions, you get Fiery Fangs as his skill attack. Fair amount of damage with a chance to burn. Put the burn status on. Increased crit chance, so he's going to further increase it with that passive buff to all beasts. And then chance to burn any crit. So that would be interesting again, potentially coupled with Ignis, with all the extra damage he does when units have the burn status, or with a number of beasts. It sounds like he's got some synergies there. He'd be interesting to play with. For now, I think he's going to stay low level until I get further up. Again, you can only really keep a relatively small number, maybe 6 to 8 units kind of maxed out on their level at any given time. So you really kind of got to choose the group you're going to work with. But he's got some interesting things. If we get to the level cap, it'd be interesting to level up a bunch of beasts and try out those synergies.